if you all can remember vividly, just this last year ending, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission by the name Abdurrashid Bawa was sent to prison for contempt, although he did not actually go to prison, but at least the judgment was passed for him to go to prison if, he does not washes himself away from the, if he does not wash the contempt away, which means if he does not obey the court order. It's so surprising again to see this in the news that the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has again been ordered to go to prison for the same reason. You all know this country, everyone believes that they are a lord on their own. Nobody wants to obey court order. Court will give a ruling. The parties that are supposed to obey will not obey. Even recently, the court also sentenced the managing director of one of the banks to prison, for releasing funds to someone that the court has said that don't release funds to this person unless he pays the money he is owing someone. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you will be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your comments in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdurrashid Bawa, has been committed to prison for disobeying a court order. The court also directed Inspector General of Police to effect Bawa's arrest and remand him in Kuje prison for the next 14 days until he purges himself of the contempt. Recalls that an Abuja High Court sitting in Maitama had on November 8 ordered the arrest and remanding of the EFCC boss at Kuje prison over contempt. Justice R.O. Ayola of the Kogi State High Court, in his judgment on Monday, granted the application for committal to prison of the EFCC chairman for disobeying a court ruling delivered on November 30, 2022, wherein the EFCC chairman was directed to produce the applicant in the case, Ali Bello. Ali Bello had dragged Bawa to court for arresting and detaining him illegally with the court ruling in his favor, but the EFCC arraigned him for alleged money laundering 3 days after the ruling. You see, like just disregard for what the court has said, for whatever the ruling is, just plain disregard. 3 days after the court ruled in the favor of this man, the EFCC went again, and went again to arrest the man the second time. The EFCC applications for setting aside and stay of execution of a ruling were refused for want of merit. The court had in Form 49, Order IX, Rule 13, marked HCL 697M 2022, entitled Notice to Show Cause Why Order of Committal Should Not Be Made, asked the EFCC chairman to appear before it on January 18, 2022 to explain why he should not be jailed for flouting the order given on December 12, 2022 in a case filed by Ali Bello against EFCC and Bawa as the first and second respondent, respectively. The court ordered that the EFCC and Bawa be served the motion of notice together with Form 49 by substituted means. The court had declared the arrest and detention of the applicant in the face of a subsisting court order made by a court of competence jurisdiction and without a warrant of arrest or being informed of the offense for which he was arrested as unlawful, unconstitutional, and in contravention of the personal liability and dignity of human person guaranteed under Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. The court had also ordered the respondent to tender an apology to the applicant in the national newspaper and awarded 10 million naira compensation for him. The Form 49 issued on December 15, 2022, and addressed to Bawa reads as follows: Take notice that the applicant on the 18th day of January 2023 at the hour of 9 o'clock in the forenoon or so soon thereafter apply to this court for an order for your committal to prison for having disobeyed the order of this court made on 12th day of January 2022 that arrest and detention of the applicant on the 29th November 2022 by the first and second respondents in the face of a subsisting court order made by a court of competent jurisdiction and without a warrant of arrest or being informed of the offense of which he was arrested is unlawful, unconstitutional, and contravenes the applicant's right to personal liability and dignity of human person guaranteed under Chapter 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and Article 5 and 6 of the African Chapter on Human and People's Rights, perpetual injunction restraining the respondent, their agent, servant, privies, or however called, from further arrest, detention, harassment, and intimidation of the applicant, and order directing the respondent to tender an apology to the applicant in any of the national daily having nationwide coverage for the illegal detention and harassment of the applicant. So this is what the EFCC chairman has failed to do. The court ordered that they pay the sum of 10 million naira and tender an unreserved apology or in a nationwide newspaper, a newspaper that covers everywhere in the country. The EFCC refused to do this, and that is why Bawa has been sent to prison a second time. I know that, as usual, he's not going to go to prison, but at least this is going to force him to do the right thing. It's going to force his hand to do what he's supposed to do. And I don't know why in Nigeria, if we don't wait to be forced to do the right thing, we don't do it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.